Okay, so okay, let me start. So let me share my screen.
I can't hear you.
Mhm. Let me know once you are able to see the screen.
Yes, yeah, yeah, I can.
Okay, so yeah, I today I will be covering about the overview for the whole training, how we will be
Mm-hmm.
proceeding, and what are the topics we will be covering, and
Mm-hmm.
uh, and how we are proceeding and what are the topics, and I will also showing the uh, different activities based on the topic
Mm-hmm.
in going forward. But today it's just about overview our like what are the plans and how we will be proceeding for the this particular training. So first of all, what about the objective? So by completing this training, anyone who will you will be able to complete your CSA and CAD and CSITSM certification if you like we will be covering the topics most related to the CSA and CAD and CITSM as well. But more than that, we will be we will be mainly focused on the things which require day-to-day basis in the ServiceNow projects or mainly in the ITSM projects. And also, yeah, so it is already mentioned that you will gain the skill set which will help you during your implementation or any kind of project. Like sometime it might be operational project as well, so you will be able to do those. Okay, so okay, introduction about for the ServiceNow environment. Like as we know, like ServiceNow is a cloud-based platform where we can configure according to the requirement, and it have multiple modules like HRSD, ITSM, CSM, and there are many more. Right now, ServiceNow also integrating with the AI as well, and we have different capability within the ServiceNow like now assist and other things. And also when ServiceNow have acquired a MoveWorks as well, so now AI capability has been increased more. So okay, so okay, can you confirm? Do you have your PDI instance or not with
Yes, I
you?
do.
Okay, you
Yeah.
have PDI. Okay, let me share the screen again. Okay, so what are the what we say? What are the application do you install in the PDI? Is it ITSM or some other as well?
Basically, I did self-training for ITSM, HRSD,
Mhm.
and I also start for, I think it's CMDB and then HAM. I think so.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, as you might know that, okay, let me can share the screen. Based on the module, we need to
Mm-hmm.
install different plugins, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of, okay, plugin. So if we are going with the ITSM, then we should be having ITSM plugin. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and it generally by default used to install because ITSM is kind of the basic module for ServiceNow. So, for example, business rules, CMDB, or
Mm-hmm.
any client side scripting or server side scripting, anything which will start with the like ServiceNow capabilities, right? So, first, our first focus will be like first to understand the ServiceNow. What are the
Mm-hmm.
things within the ServiceNow? For example,
Mm-hmm.
there are UI policy or business rule, okay, or we say list control. These are the things which are not a particular module specific. These are the things coming across the all the modules, right? So first we will try to understand the service now how it's work and how a development works, right?
Mm-hmm.
So going forward, uh, let me again come to that. Okay, so how it will start like okay, so okay, so as we know, like as like we used to we develop the our code in within the dev instance, then post that we have update set for that, right? And we
Mm-hmm.
used to capture everything we are doing, and update set is the capability where we can have the latest our latest development or latest configuration within that update set. And we used to move to the different testing environment, then post that we used to pre-prod, then production, like this thing. So for that, the movement thing we can do via sometimes, mostly we used to do update source as well, and also we can do with the xml import and export, right?
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so the basic things, we will starting with the creating users. Like
Mm-hmm.
we will be having like in the, like within the user table we used to have users, and there is separate table called groups. Okay, so a user can be part of a particular group, and based on, okay, and if we need some specific roles, then we can also, we use different roles assigned to that particular group, and based on that user also used to get the different access. So this is kind of user and groups configuration. So where we are able to control the different access for different user and different kind of groups. And also there are different and within the one group we can associate different group as well. So we can also what we say, control the hierarchy of the particular organization. Like there is particular HR group or IT group. Within that we can have multiple groups, child groups, and within those child group we can have more childs. Within that we can add users. So based on the hierarchy level or presidency level, we can assign them the role, right?
Mm-hmm.
And these are these things which we will use across a different module. For example, groups, users, we are going to use in every module. Like based on, if so for if example it is HR, then based on if you will create some assignment rules, then it will be, the case will be assigned to that particular user group. And if it is IT, then IT, then we in ITSM also, if suppose if one incident is getting created, and based on that table, based on different roles, that incident will be assigned to that particular group. So for these kind of things, we used users and group configuration, and we can also create some custom roles as well, because out of the box there are limited roles comes with ServiceNow. So, but if
Mm-hmm.
there is some separate roles, and for that role, we can create custom roles, and also we can provide the access to that role to different tables or different records. And we can take the help of that ACLs, if you heard about that, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then next we will move to the basic forms and list customization. So we know that for form, we can create different within record we can have multiple views as well. Let me show you that. For example, there is incident.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, for example, we have these list of incidents. So this is called list view, right? And if we
Yes.
open one particular record, then that's called form view. Within one
Mm-hmm.
form, we can have multiple views as well for that particular form. We see. So
Mm-hmm.
we, for example, and okay, different, we have different views as well. So we can also control. Then for example, I'm user one, and there is user two as well. So based on user one roles, we can also customize that. If user one will be landing to this particular record, then they will be able to see this particular view. Which view that the view we can control. For example, right now it is landing to the default view, but we can control if you want, like item view, workspace view, or metric view, or mobile view, any of the view. These can be controlled. These things can be controlled. There is something called view rules, and we can control that. And
Okay.
similar for the list view as well. These are the lists, right? Within that we can configure the list view as well. How? For
Mm-hmm.
example, this is we will go into the any of the field, and we will go with the configure part. Okay, within that configure we will go to the list layout. We will click here. Okay, what are the fields we need? We can add those fields to right side, and we will save that. Okay, right now I'm in not the right scope, so we can go to the right scope if we want. For example, this
Mm-hmm.
this default view is global application, so we have to go to the global application. So I will change the
Yeah.
application here. Hmm. So I need to go to global app. So we always capture the update in the scope it has been created,
Mm,
right? So
mm,
for see, this is list. So by default, right now we have these fields in our default view. If you want to customize this particular list, we can add any of the field. For example, approval history, we can add here. Okay, we can add here, and this is default view. We can also change different view. See that these are the views. But right now I'm only customizing default view and I'm saving this.
mm,
So yeah, so any of the user who is opening this particular list view first time, he they will be seeing this particular list view. But one thing, we can also customize the view here as well. That is not a permanent thing. We can add or remove anything, any of the field here, but that is not a permanent thing. It is for user base, right? On the
mm,
base of user. So but the thing we have updated is the list control. That will be if we will go to the default view, then it will be again come to that particular, see, reset column to the default view. Now we have changed the default view. See, these field has been added, approval history and approval. So this kind of this is called like list control. So how we can control the list view. And for the form view, for example, right now we have these fields: number, color, category, subcategory. But we want a default view to be updated when someone open one record. So how we can do that? We can simply go and configure this, and we can go to the form layout, and within this we can update this view as well. How? Okay, default view, right? Within default view, these are the split is something, it split the two rows or two column. For example, let me add one more field, for example, assign to. Okay, or and give business duration. Okay, let me add here. Business duration is not added, but let me add that field here below the transfer reason field, and let me save this. See, business duration has been added. Okay, and we can also add the field which, for example, assigned to. There is particular user who is assigned to, and we want any field which is coming from that particular user. So we can, how we can do that? We can check in which field, in which table it is referencing. So it is referring to user table. So by this capability, you know that dot capability, dot capability of ServiceNow. Do you know that dot work thing?
yes.
Okay, so
Okay.
using
Yeah.
that dot work, we can add any of the field which is referencing to the particular table. For example, name or first name or last name or email. We can add
Mm,
that field as well here in the form view. Okay, let's move to the other thing. Okay, so we will be doing that thing as well, like controlling the form or list or table overview. And we will also seeing how we can create particular app or particular module, and see customizing form. That the activity I was showing you. And
mhm,
yeah, for the creation and configuring the fields. Okay, so within this form we have these many field. Okay, but for example, there is a requirement came that we need a particular field, and that data is coming from, for example, user table. How can I, for example, mobile number, but that field is not present in this particular table. Then for that we will be configuring the dictionary for this one, and we will bring that particular data from different field. For example, assigned to is the user table, and within that we have mobile number, but we don't have here mobile number. So what we will do, either we can create a mobile number field in this user table, and using the dot work we can populate here. This is the one way. And second way, we can directly create the field here in the density table, and by some integration or something else, maybe that depend on the business or process, how they are bringing the user's mobile number into the user table or incident table. Based on that we can do that. So we can create the field. For example, let me show you here. For example, we can configure an dictionary. We can create a particular field from here, and there might be different types of the field as well. The field might be integer type or string type or date type or reference type. When the field is reference type, then we should be having reference to the particular table. For example, if we are creating a field in incident table and we have to populate any data from user table, or some might be bank table, or might be some other table, so based on that we can create a particular field using the reference table, using the field type as a reference. So we will be going there and we will be creating that particular field here. Yeah. We will be selecting the type of that particular field. I'm considering type as a single line text, or we can say string. So okay, here we will be putting any label, and column label will be automatically coming there. For example, mobile. See, always
Mm. Mm.
consider that whenever u is mentioned, that's mean that field has been created by someone. Not it is not coming from the out the box configuration. And length we can add, like if it is a single line string, then we can add the length up to the 40, or if we need more length, then we can add up to the requirement 100, 200, 300, whatever is needed. And
Mm.
always consider, we never do the mandatory field from dictionary level. Do you know why?
Mm.
You know that why we do we like, for the best practice, we don't do the field mandatory from dictionary level. Do you know that
Because
or no?
otherwise it should be, yeah, yeah, it should be, mandatory. Otherwise, the end user should complete, fill it.
No. I'm asking, uh
Mm.
if, so example, mobile number, okay, within one
Mm.
form, this is a form, okay,
Mm.
and we
Mm.
have particular record, okay,
Mm. Okay.
and suppose here we have mobile number, okay, and that
Yeah.
mobile number is mandatory, okay, that is a requirement.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a
So
requirement. Yeah.
just tell me,
Mm.
should we make the field mandatory from here, or
Mm.
something else, or somewhere else?
Ah,
What you say? Mhm.
if we need the field should be populated, it should be mandatory. Otherwise, we will not put in mandatory for me.
No, it is not. It's not like that. The thing is that
Mm. Mm.
if you want that field to be mandatory in this particular form, right?
Mm.
Then we
Mm.
can do that field mandatory using the UI policies, right? There
Okay,
is a UI
not here.
policies. Yes,
Okay.
UI policy.
Okay.
For example,
Mm.
if this form is loading, okay,
Mm.
then
Mm.
for example, we will cut this just nothing. Simply, within this form we will go and we will configure the UI policy and make the field mandatory. Simple from here, and not from the dictionary level. You know why? The
Mm.
reason is, maybe
Mm.
in next something else came for the development. For example, they wanted to use this particular field not in incident, but in for example, a change. They want to use that field in change, but they don't want it mandatory. Then in that situation, we cannot make the field non-mandatory if we have made the field mandatory in the dictionary level. That's why we should always make the field non-mandatory in dictionary level. As per requirement, we can make field mandatory within the form level. So
Mm.
using UI policy, we can make the form field non-mandatory. And also the second reason, for example, we need this particular field mandatory in this particular view, but not in the view, for example, in default view. We need this field as a mandatory within the, okay, within the default we need mandatory, but not in this item workspace space. It should be non-mandatory. In that situation also, if the field is non-mandatory, then we can control from here, right? We can control from here. We can make mandatory or non-mandatory based on the UI policies. But if it is mandatory, then we can't make it non-mandatory. That is why we always make a field non-mandatory in the dictionary level. As per requirement, we can make it mandatory in the form level. Got it? Using UI policies, or sometimes client script, or can using client script also we can make. If the condition is complex, then we always go with client script to make the field mandatory or non-mandatory. Okay.
Okay. Clear.
Yeah. Let's move to the next topic. Okay. Okay. Creating and configuring field and adding new section within the form.
Mm.
Okay, within the form we have different section as well. So for example, this is the one form. Okay, this is one form, and this is within this form we have this particular default view, right? But
Mm.
these are the notes, related records, and resolution information. These things
Mm.
called sections within the form. So for example, there are 200 fields, then we cannot add all the fields within one section or two section. So for that purpose we used to create multiple section. For example, this is an incident and we have notes section, related record section, resolution. For example, we want a section where we will get all the information, user information, the user which is assigned to user. For example, assigned to is user X, and if user X is coming here, then all the details related to the user X should populate here. Then we can create one particular section called personal information or information, and based on the assigned to users, we can populate all the fields here. So that these things called a section, that is also controlled by same thing. We will go to the configure and open the form layout. Within the form layout, we will be having a particular view. For example, default view. Within default view, these are the sections. See,
Mm. Okay. Yeah.
okay. If you
Okay.
want to add new section, we simply go to create here, and we will add that label. What is ABC? Okay, and then after creating section, we can add the field which is needed there in that particular section, and we will save it, and it will simply populate that particular section. It will populate all the fields which you have added in the particular section.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, customizing list and list control, that I already mentioned. Okay,
Sure. Yeah.
overview of different type of fields, we already discussed that. Creating
Mm-hmm.
dependent choice field. Okay, dependent choice field. So that can be used. For example, when we create the type, when we create one particular dictionary, within that we will have here a reference field. Okay,
Yeah.
suppose I have reference field. Now I want a data from a particular table. For example, user table.
Table. Yeah.
Let's
Mm.
have table here, user. Now we can add different condition as well here. For example, using, if you are creating simply using reference and reference type and added the table as well, and we will save it, then there will be all the data from the utable, it will be coming, right? But for example, we need only users who are active, right? We don't want inactive users. For that, what we can do, we can add the filter here, active. We can
Okay.
add, we can choose different for example, okay, active is not present here, so we can have for example, email. Okay,
Mm.
we want the users, or we want a list of users who are having email with them. If they are not having email with them, then we don't want to use. What we can add a condition, email is not empty, simple. By this, all the users who are not having email, we will not be seeing that. And by this, system will be more fast, because it is not dealing with the all the data, whole data. There is already
Mm.
data which has been excluded. So this kind of thing we can use during the field creation, or we can also use in the catalog or as well. Okay,
Okay.
dictionary configuration, creating form design, similar to that form layout, we can also go for form design as well. Okay, let
Mm.
me show you once as well. Okay, configuration, form layout. See, form layout, and within the form design,
Mm, for
it
design.
will
Yeah.
be like this drop and drag and drop thing for you. So we can also do that configuration for the particular form view using design as well. Okay, see, we can also do using that. We can also control field, which field we can put where, and
Mm-hmm.
whatever we want to do, we can do it using form design as well. Okay, we'll
Okay.
be showing you more once we will in upcoming upcoming session. I will be showing you everything. Okay, okay, same update source, update says. Did you ever get chance to move the update says?
Update source, no update set. Yes.
Okay, how did you move the update set?
By I did a lot of the update set. Too much, to be honest with you.
Hmm. Sorry.
Yeah, what I did update sets by I think
Okay, let me hint.
by XML, I think.
By XML, right? Huh,
Yeah.
that's right. Okay,
Mm.
so we can do it using by XML. That's a very basic thing, or
Mm-hmm.
we can simply go. Okay, for example, let me go to the update set. Okay, so you might have done this way. For example, this is one
Mm.
update set. You might
Mm-hmm.
have completed that update set, then took the
Upload,
uh,
yeah.
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 Let me create one update set then for. Okay, so you might have done this way. For example, let me capture something.
You can capture whatever you want if you want to do something.
Yeah, I will simply do this thing. Okay.
That's what I did, this when I was deploying catalog service for one company.
Mm-hmm.
And basically for the environment test, we do that. And then when we test everything, we do update set, that to make
Okay.
sure, our test is captured and is, useful.
See. Okay. See, I saved one form and that has been
Mm-hmm.
captured here in as a
Mm.
form layout.
Yes.
This is the one
Yeah.
update. Okay.
Mm.
Now you might have done this way. You might have
Mm.
completed this one first, and
Mm.
then control C. Where is list? Okay. Yeah. You completed. Then you might have taken the XML from this for this one,
Yeah.
right?
Mm.
Simply export XML. You might have
Mm.
downloaded XML, and then in next instance you have imported it, and uh, yeah, retrieve update set. Within the retrieve update set, you got that, and you might have checked, preview that, right? And then committed if no errors are there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the one way. And second way we used to do with update source. For that thing, first, mm, actually that is a for the big projects. If we have very big project and we have hundreds of 200 or thousands of data sets, for that we used to do using the update source. And that is actually because mostly in the support projects or in implement project, we used to send the data on daily basis or weekly basis or bi-weekly basis. So this is an best, this is a best way to move updates actually. So what we used to do actually, oh yeah, I have only one instance, so that's why I will not be actually configuring that, but I can tell you that how. So for example, this is a dev instance, right? Same thing, we
Mm.
will be having that in next instance, or we can say higher instance. We will be having this record. Within that record we can add the URL of the dev instance, and then we will make the username and password. Okay, and then add the name of that particular, for example, we will put the name as ABC
Mm.
dev. Okay, and then we will add a short description, and we will save it, right? Then
Mm.
in the same, in the dev instance also, so, consider this is a QA. Then same thing we will do in the dev instance, and then we will test the connection. If connection is established, then okay, then what we will do, we will be going to the update source, then we will see the records here. For example, dev update set, dev instance. We will be clicking
Mm.
on that, and we will be retrieving the updates. Then
Mm.
we will be getting all the list of the update set from dev instance which are completed. Then based on that, which update set we want to commit, we will open that particular update set, and we will commit that or preview that and commit that. This is the use of update set. I will be yeah, we can do
Okay.
that way.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah,
Interesting. Yeah. That's interesting.
yeah, it is kind of, we have established connection between dev and QA. Now we don't have to
Mm-hmm.
do anything. We simply go to the QA, and the all the updates which are which completed, that will be retrieved automatically in the next instance. And whatever we want to commit, we can directly commit to there. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Create views, that we already know, right? We already discussed the
Yeah.
view things. Okay.
Mm.
And ACLs. Okay. Access
Yes,
control.
security.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Most important thing actually, because
Mm.
any project or any implementation, the main focus is around the ACLs,
Yeah.
because the date, and yeah, in the mostly or if you have worked around the HRSD projects, then
Mm.
the most what we say, so most sensitive data we used to have in the HR process. So
Mm.
that's why who can access what type of data, because there are multiple type of PI information or compulsory in details. These are kind of
Mm.
things are present within the HR, or same thing in ITSM as well. Who
Mm.
who can see those particular incidents,
What?
or who
Yeah.
cannot, yeah, who cannot access it. For these purpose, we used to go with the access control, right? And it can be
Mm.
table level as well and field level as well. We will be discussing that more deeply in the upcoming session.
Mm.
But yeah, we will be discussing that, and it is kind of very important topic, and we will be discussing it. Okay. And
Okay.
then we will be we can also be then we will be discussing about client script, what type of client script we used to have, on load,
Mm.
on change, on submit,
Mm.
on select. Okay, just tell me one thing, what you understand as name is suggesting, right? On load,
Mm.
on change, on submit, on validate. What you are do you understand? Are you understanding it? Anything based on the name?
On sell it, I don't
Any
know what
guess?
this means. Yeah,
Any
the
guess?
last one. Yeah, the last one I don't know. On sell it, what did I mean?
Okay. And
I
on
don't know.
load,
Yeah,
on
on
load.
load I know. To load
Okay.
it
Uh-huh. And on
and
change,
change, and
if
then
you are
we can
making any
submit
change on the theme, yeah,
and
on
change.
submit, yeah.
Yeah, and
On salary,
submission. Yeah,
okay, yeah,
yeah.
I will tell. So on salary is something. For example,
Mm-hmm.
it will only work on list view. Now I think you got to know. Are you? Can you guess something on salary? I'm giving you a
Uh,
hint. It will work only in list view.
on list view. Yeah, okay. So which means which cells you want to use?
Yeah. So it is works. For example, let me. I am changing the color here.
Yeah,
That's mean I am editing the cell, right?
the cells. Yeah,
Based
absolutely.
on
Yeah.
that cell, based on
Mm-hmm.
that change, what kind of thing, what kind of view we want to change, or what kind of action we want to have, that can be done. So on cell it is the trigger. If I'm changing this one, then that's mean it is changing, right?
Yeah.
Then based on that, we can also change the view as well. For example, we have right now is approval history or approval. We can change the this view as well, because in list view also we have different
Mm-hmm.
views.
Mm-hmm.
See view. So we can, for example, we change devil miller to user A, then the view will change portal. So we can configure these things as well. Okay,
Okay.
on cell edit. For
It's
that
clear.
purpose,
Yeah.
we use
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
cell edit client script.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah, UI policies.
Mm.
UI policies. What? Yeah, okay, UI policies are mainly used for like making fields mandatory,
Yes.
showing the other field based on some other fields, right? For example,
Mm.
showing the field B if field
Mm.
A is option A or B, like these things, right? That's for
Mm.
this
Yeah.
purpose we used to use UI policy for to display the fields, to hide the field, to show the field, to make mandatory fields. For these kind of
Mm.
things within the browser or in client side, we use UI
Mm.
policies. And the data policies, this is kind of, its as name is suggesting, server side.
Mm.
So it is similar to the UI policy, but it's work on server side. Most important thing, business rules, right?
Yes.
No
Yeah.
matter which module we are working, these are the things which will be constant. UI policies,
Mm.
data policies, client
Mm.
script, ACLs,
Mm. Mm.
or like update set, dictionary. These are will be common things. So we will be going through these before business rule, after business rule, async business rule, or display business rule, right?
Mm. Mm.
Same thing, UI action. We have to
Mm. Yes.
understand the platform, then we have to go with UI action. Script include. Did you know
Mm.
where we used to script include? What is script include?
Uh, I think it's a grid script, right?
Yeah, it is a script. Yeah, it
Yeah.
is server side
Grid.
script.
Yeah.
Hmm. It kind of reusable script,
Mm,
right? Anywhere like in business tool or in client side using glide Ajax, if we have
mm,
to get the data from server side, right,
mhm,
then we can use a script include, or we can, for example, there's a piece of code which we have to use multiple times in different business tool, right? For that also we can
mhm,
go with this script include, right? And glide Ajax call, it's called
okay.
glide Ajax. So
Mhm,
for example, if we need some data from server, right, for example, we are
mhm,
in a one form or instead of form, this is the browser side, right, client side,
yeah, yeah.
but we need one data from server. So
Mhm,
what we can go with the glide Ajax. Glide Ajax something, using the glide Ajax we can get the data from server into the browser side. Okay, email notification, did you ever work on that, this one, email notification?
yeah, email notification, I know that. Yeah, we should have,
Okay.
yeah, event. Yeah.
Okay, so simply
That,
uh, we can add the trigger condition within the email notification.
mhm,
Okay. Yeah, for example, this is a notification we have to create. So we can create notification using Fluidana as well, right? We can add the name of the notification, right? Okay, let load the form. Okay, so this is called system notification. Okay, so within that we can put the name of the notification, and then table we have to select based on which we are triggering this notification. For example, if we are changing the assigned
mhm,
to of the
mhm,
incident, okay,
mhm,
for example, we have incident, okay, okay, let's have some condition, okay, for example, if we are changing the assigned to of the incident, then notification should go to the caller of that particular incident, right? You got the
yeah,
situation. Now how will you configure? See, this particular form is present in which table? Incident table. Then we will select the incident table. Okay, here is category we can add, uh, that depend on the requirement, but we can add the category of the notification. Let's have anything.
okay.
Let's have anything. Okay, we can add the category of the notification. It
Mhm.
doesn't depend on the uh, table.
Uh,
Hmm. Then we will add the trigger condition. What will be the trigger condition? It will be the updated, not inserted, because
yeah,
record
okay.
has already created. Then it will be updated. What the condition? Assigned to. Assigned to changes. This is trigger. Then
Mhm.
who will receive? How will we do that? If there is particular user, then we can add the user email address here, right? But no, we are taking that particular field, not the user, right? And that field present in that particular table. That's why we have selected the table here, incident table.
Yeah,
So which field we are sending the notification? Caller.
colors.
Yeah. Anyway, here we can add the caller dot email as well. But
Mhm.
ServiceNow knows if you are selecting only caller, that's been email only. So we can also do this way as well. Caller, okay. Within the caller, what are the fields there? I'm using the dot work, right?
Mhm.
I'm selecting email. So it is caller dot email. See, and what content we want to have, we can add the content.
Content whatever we want, yeah, to go,
Yes,
yeah.
and subject line, whatever we want, we can add this way. So this is kind of notification we will be going to create
Mhm.
some of the notification.
Okay.
And same thing we can also do using the uh, flow designer as well, like, and using, and if there is particular template as well, then we can also use a template as well. See, this is a template.
Mm.
Here we can use the email template.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And data source. Did you ever heard this one? Data source import set table transform map.
Yes.
Okay. So within that, we used to create the transform map using the import set table.
Person.
For example,
Mhm.
we are let's have one scenario. For example, there is a particular Excel sheet. Okay, MS Excel
Mhm.
sheet. Within that we have hundreds of data. Okay. And for example, there is a particular data called name of the user. Okay. And employee ID of the user and mobile number of the user. Okay, these three fields. Okay. And
Mm-hmm.
we have 500 records within that particular SL. So using this import set table and transform map, and we can do formatting as well using the script within the transform map. So using these
Okay.
things, we can set the particular field to the field within the service now, right? For example, within the user table, we will map name with name, mobile number with
Mm-hmm.
mobile number, email ID with email ID. That thing we used to do with using transform map. And we can also make the field which field is mandatory, and college field we can use that. If this field is not present, that's mean we are not accepting that we will that data will be inserted. Or if that user is already present, right, there might be chance that user is already present, then that we will update the field, right? So this kind of thing
Okay.
we will be learning. And
All right.
SLAs, we know that it is kind of
Yeah. Yeah.
timing thing, how
Mm-hmm.
SLA is breaching or not, like these things. And using
Okay.
those breach SLA, we can also create reports as well. So we will be creating the reports as well. Okay, any kind of
Yeah.
data.
Okay.
Yeah. For
Okay.
the incidents, for incidents also we will be creating reports. SLAs
Mm-hmm.
also we will be creating reports. So
Mm-hmm.
any configuration or anything we, if that has records, then based on that record we can create the incidents. We
Mm-hmm.
can create the
Dashboard. Yeah.
reporting. Yeah,
Okay.
dashboard and reports. Schedule
Mm.
jobs, we know that. Yeah, schedule
Yeah.
jobs simply,
Yeah.
if you want to automate something, then it helps a lot. For example,
It, yeah.
yeah.
Basically, what I use is for the reports. If some HR or the
Mhm.
business, they don't have to check. But basically,
Mhm.
you will send their jobs
Exactly,
something.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly, exactly. See, that's called scheduled reporting, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So based on that, for example, yeah, we are having 100 of incident. For incident raised today, right? Incident created
Mm.
today. If we want to send a report to someone, then what we will do? We will create one report, schedule report, and within that
Yeah.
we will put the condition,
Mm.
incident created today, and we will set
Yeah.
that schedule report, schedule job time. Like for example,
Mm.
every 12 hour or every 24 hour, it will run automatically, and it will send the all the incident created that particular day and to the address which we have already mentioned
Mm.
there. So this is kind
Yeah.
of schedule job we can use. In flow designer as well, we can use there's a trigger which can be also
Mm.
scheduled. So
Okay.
schedule job can be used multiple places. Reporting is the one example. Same thing,
Mhm.
we can also add the trigger within the flow design based on the schedule as well. And multiple integration also runs based on the schedule jobs.
Okay.
And this is a server side scripting schedule job. Okay.
Okay.
And flow designer, yeah, we will be learning a lot, because right now ServiceNow almost not using the workflows, but flow designer is the something which is widely used now. And even ServiceNow also promoting that low code and no code thing. So we are removing coding and we are going with flow designer. And
So, which means mostly we will use the drag and drop.
yes, ServiceNow also promoting that thing. It is ServiceNow is trying to remove the coding and trying to implement the drag and drop thing. That's why this capability came within ServiceNow Flow Designer, and it's just getting used more and more with time. Right now, many of the spoke has been created within the ServiceNow for the integration. For example, Workday, Oracle, and SuccessFactor. These kind of spokes already coming from ServiceNow as well, out of the box. We don't have to do anything. We simply have to set the connection
Mhm.
and what wise authentication, and it is already built there within that. Because and we are doing is using the Flow Designer, so we can do everything using Flow Designer. But but it's on us or a developer who have to analyze what can be used where, right? For
Yeah.
example, we have to
Okay.
create one notification. We can create the notification using the system of notification as well, and using Flow Designer as well. But we have to analyze in which situation we have to use what. For example, but because Flow Designer is something called like it's very slow or bulky. That's why if it is simple notification and it is possible using system notification, we have to go with system notification, not with Flow Designer. But there's something which is very complex and can be done using Flow Designer, then we will go with the Flow Designer. Service
Okay.
catalog. Within the
Yeah.
service catalog, we can have service catalog. Within that, we can have categories, and within the one service catalog, we used to have variables and variable set. Do you know any difference between variables and variable set?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I did a lot of requests.
Okay, okay. Then yeah, then it's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And any difference
Yeah.
between service catalog and record producer? Did you heard about?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So I almost feel both a similar kind of thing. If someone
Yeah.
is able to work on service catalog, they will be able to work on record producer as well,
Yeah.
because everything was the same within variable set,
Yeah.
service
Yeah.
catalog, client script catalog, simple. Everything is similar almost. So yeah, we will
Mm.
be configuring some of the catalog as well.
Okay.
Then we will move the request, RITM, and task and
Mm.
order guide.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
and catalog client script, which comes within the service catalog, and record producer, catalog UI
Mm.
policy. And also these kind of things are very similar. It's just
Mm.
if we are doing within the simple form level here,
Mhm.
it's called UI policy. If we are doing it within the catalog, then it is called catalog UI policy. Same thing with catalog client script. If we are doing here, it is client script. If we are doing it within the catalog, it's called catalog client script. It works almost similar. Okay, then we will be going with reporting and dashboard. Okay, if okay, have you created reports and dashboard?
Yes, I did some reports, yeah.
Okay, okay.
For yeah,
When you
but I'm
created,
not very for performance analytic. I'm very, it's very weak for me. I cannot, I need to perform first.
okay,
But basic
so
reports, yeah, I can create, yeah, basic reports for
basic
incident requests
reports
or whatever.
in
Yeah, yeah.
these kind of reports. Let me show you something. These kind of reports within the report table.
Mm,
For example,
yes,
you will select this one. You will create one report. Then later you will within the dashboard you will add that. That's the kind of report, right?
yes, yeah,
Mhm. Within the reporting, we can have different report type. We can have list type, pie, see report
yeah.
name,
This kind
ABC.
of, yeah, yeah.
Huh.
What I cannot, what I really need to improve is about the performance analytic.
Platform analytics,
Where,
like indicators
yeah,
things.
yeah,
Okay, okay. Yeah, right
that's
now, yeah, that's a new thing which came in service now. That's not a big deal.
yeah,
We
and
can
that's
we
very
have
important because top management they want to see everything in that, and
platform
they
analytics.
want to
So
see the
platform
trend,
analytics, you
what
want
is yeah,
to okay, you
yeah,
want platform analytics, right?
yeah.
Yeah, that's that's quite a simple actually.
Mhm.
Reason.
Yeah.
Okay, for this one, what we used to do, we have to create the first report, then we have to add to the dashboard. But in the platform analytics, what happened? We have to directly we can directly report here itself and directly add to the
Okay.
dashboard. Yeah. Okay. So within that report, we can have table, for example, incident. Okay. Then we will go to next and we will select the report type. Either we can have bars or pie or donut or time series,
Mhm.
right? These kind of things we can
Yeah.
select or scores, right? And
Hmm.
the problem you might be facing here, like what kind of group why we are doing and what kind of data we are seeing. Sometimes we have
Group
to,
it by, yeah, sometimes,
yeah,
yeah, absolutely,
yeah.
yeah.
Sometimes it's quite confusing, but yeah, it can be done. And in the style we can do normally, yeah, whatever we want the style that we can ask. So this kind of, and some we have to what condition we have to add within the data. For example, incident table, what kind of incident we want, and what are the list we want, right? We can do anything within these things. Okay. So we will be discussing that more. Going for okay. Mm, okay. Reports. So we will be creating a report and what kind of access, who can have access to that particular report. That also very important actually. Mostly HR managers or within the incident manager, or
Hmm.
based on role, we can add the access to that particular report or dashboard. Based on that, they will be
Hmm.
able to access. Others cannot access that. That we will also discussing on access. We will also creating some reports as well. We will also creating the schedule report as well. Okay, and the home page, like how we want to show the dashboard. For
Yeah.
that also
Okay.
we will be showing. Okay, mostly what
Okay.
happened, the problem with the reporting dashboard is that if we are doing, if we are creating report, that will be captured in update set. Okay, but
Mhm.
the dashboard always gives headache. Sometimes it got captured, sometimes it didn't. So
Okay.
yeah, so most of the time people used to do the used to create reports and move to production, and in the production they used to add the report in the dashboard. It happened multiple time, and also I have
Mm.
seen that we have created report and dashboard, and everything got captured in update set, and we moved it successfully. But it's happened somehow, but it always give the issues.
But I've never, I did almost two deployment,
Hmm.
and we don't do any update set for the, indicators.
Exactly.
We just basically create in,
Directly done, na?
from, yeah,
Yeah, that happened actually, because
yeah,
people think na, people think that if you are adding the updates, if we are capturing the update set, but what if it
mm-hmm.
doesn't move, then it kind of messed up. That's why
Mm-hmm.
they directly create the report in the production. First they
Mm-hmm.
will check in the pre-reported instances that it is
Mm-hmm.
working. Based on that
Mm-hmm.
report they used to create in production, simple, because this is not a
Mm-hmm.
very hard and fast things. Okay,
Yeah,
then going forward, we will be discussing about the incident management, change management, what kind of change we used to have, normal change, emergency change, right?
all right.
Problem management and request management. And then we will also covering the CMDB as well. What kind of relationship we have different, what kind of relationship uh, we have for the database. Okay. And we also then next part, whatever you have shown the interest, like you described mid server as well. We also discussing
Mm-hmm.
something that as well. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and for the integration thing, some of the part I will discussing about the integration, authentication, what kind of authentication we used to have, or auth or basic, right?
Okay, okay.
And web services,
Mm-hmm.
basic web services, scripted REST API or REST message as well. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Then I will be covering the virtual agent as well. Okay, since
Mm-hmm.
it's like it's kind of important, that's why I will be discussing, but not much deeper, but I will be discussing the point by which
Mm-hmm.
you will be able to create some basic chats or live chats as well, or basic
Yeah, because it's
uh,
it's 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 a high demand now, you know that,
it's high demand. Then I will be,
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
want, I will be covering it like more, if let's see how it goes. Okay, based on that we will discuss more. Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
how we are creating channel and advanced work assignment and queues. For example, what are use of these? Let me give you an example of live chat. For example, you are working in, for example, I'm working in India. Okay, someone is
Mm-hmm.
working in US Central Time. Okay, there
Mm-hmm.
are two users, and there
Mm-hmm.
will be two places for the company as well. Based on
Mm-hmm.
that, there will be two agents as well. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
for example, I logged in my 10 to 6 time, then
Okay.
it should be route to the Indian agent, right?
Yeah.
Or if you logged in US in US
Mm-hmm.
time, then it should route to the US agent. So for that purpose, the
Mm-hmm.
routing should be right. No, it should not be like that. If I am available, then it should route to me from US to India. No. For that
Okay.
purpose, we used to have advanced work assignment and queues.
Okay.
Which queues it will
Okay.
goes based on that queues. Within one queue,
Mm-hmm.
multiple agent will be there. So it should be routing to the right queue. Okay, this is for live agent, and virtual agent we will creating some response based on the input. So that's kind of virtual agent. So yeah, I have added these topics for now. Okay, but these are not the final topic. We can add some topic within this one with going forward. Okay, based on if you want something new, we can add that as well within the ITSM. So this is kind of overview what I will be covering in the upcoming sessions. In uh,
Okay.
in
Yeah,
deep we
that's
will
good.
covering this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah. And when we are talking about the channel here, is it channel, what today what
Okay.
we have,
Channel.
I
Okay.
saw, yeah, what
Yeah.
we have today,
Channel
so
is
we have kind of, let me finish, we have kind of, what do we call that, ITSM, and then we have the communication directly to Office 365, that. Is it about that or not?
I'm not getting you. Can you repeat that?
There's integration between Office 365 and, I don't know, Teams
Okay, these kind of things.
and yeah,
Let's see if time allow,
and
then we can cover. But I think if I will cover these topics. No, these topics are
uh,
sufficient to take the whole time actually.
okay, yeah.
Yeah. But
Yes,
I
I
will be
saw
giving
it's
the
yeah,
overview.
yeah, yeah, okay.
Yeah, because
Mm,
integration is kind of very. large topic. It will not be covered in this particular, but this particular sessions.
Okay.
Yeah, that
Okay.
is
So for you it's
even
a separate. For you it's a separate, yeah?
sorry.
Is it separate thing? It's not the
It is
same
very,
integrate.
yeah, it's very wide topic actually, and it will even ITS more than the time it will take an ITSM, it will take more time in integrations, because
Okay.
it take a lot of things for integrations. Yeah, that is very, that's why I mentioned that I will be covering some of the points for the integration,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
that is separate module for integration itself.
Okay.
Yeah, the way we have
I get.
ITSM, the way we have HSD, the way we have
Mm-hmm.
CSM, same way we have uh, integration as well, even more complex and more time taking as well. So that's why.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything else? Any new topic you want to add here?
That would be what would be here nice. What we can add here that it's very thanks for your first. Let me say thank you for this. It's we have everything I think. Uh, about the SLA, we don't have SLA definition and conditions, I think.
We will add that.
Yeah,
We will
well,
add.
that's it.
Let me
Okay,
add that.
so
Yeah, SLA we will add.
um, you're okay. And okay, and for sure, you added already. You already added the
And
CMDB, which
anyway,
is
if
really
you,
nice.
it's not that
Oh,
it you have to tell today
that
only.
what yeah
You can let me
what
know
we
in
when what
upcoming
we
session as well.
which is really missing here, so we can say a knowledge base setup. That
Sorry,
for
which is space?
knowledge
Knowledge.
management.
Okay, yeah, I will add that.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah,
yeah that
I
would
will add.
be
Okay,
that
let
would
me.
be
I'm
yeah
adding
that
that
would be
too.
really nice, yeah, to see.
Mhm.
Uh, and then the last thing that would be uh, what are the tricks to pass the certification? You know that.
Yeah, that thing I will cover at the end. First, we
Yeah.
have to understand the platform, and that is a future shortcut, but that will only helpful if you understand the platform first. Okay,
That's yeah, absolutely,
that I will be
absolutely.
providing you the
Yeah,
at the end.
yeah.
Okay,
That
you
would
want to complete
be
CIS ITSM, right?
yes.
Okay, I will be giving you the that documents at the end.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. Then they say
and
some
you will pass
and,
off
s-
for sure. Don't
and
worry about
absolutely.
that.
And what about this? Yeah, what about timing about all this? What do you think? Did you estimate how many? Well, let us say in the morning are you available or you only available the night?
Uh, in morning or at what time?
Yeah. I don't know what is your local time. We have 2 4 hours gap, right?
Okay, so you
So
are 4.5 hour behind, right?
yeah, yeah.
So it will be, I think, too early for you if I will tell you the morning time.
Okay,
Yeah,
midday. Let us say for you it would be a midday in my morning. Mm,
yeah, right,
yeah.
right.
So what do you think? What do you think? Because what I really my schedule is here. We do 1 or 2 hours training, and then I will do a lot of the rest of the day. I have to do a lot of
Okay, practice.
practice. That to make
Hmm.
sure that we're in the same. And the day
So you can do
after.
like this, like you cover that training in the evening, and then next day you can practice for that particular training.
Do you think so? Okay, so for you, evening is the best for you.
Not not fixed thing. Yeah, evening is best for me actually,
Mm-hmm.
because I can like evening. It's happened like sometimes I have lots of work, then it's evening is painful for me actually.
Yeah. Okay,
But
but if
most of the
you
time evening is fine for me. But I
mhm.
also want to know your convince as well.
But
What?
yeah, it's fine for me. For me, it's if it's early, it would be nice. But if you're not available, I will adjust. That I don't
Okay.
mind.
For me, it is this time is the actually right time. Whatever we have covered right now, that is the right time
Okay,
actually. Yeah.
that's the right time for you. Okay, so
Yeah.
and then and the other thing that I would like to highlight is that as I'm familiar with this,
Hmm.
we can take more hours. That I don't know, 2 hours. Let us say at least at the beginning, 2 hours, 2 hours.
I'm not getting you. What time?
2 hours by day, let us say 2 hours.
2 hours per day.
Unless, yeah, that would be,
Oh,
yeah,
that will be very
the
long
beginning.
session.
That's what we did now. Almost we have been here together almost 1 hour and 30 minutes. You know that. You
We have
see,
taken only 1 hour.
it's only 1 hour.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
1 hour only. Just we
Yeah.
just counted 1 hour.
Yeah. I
Okay.
think, yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's good. So let us start with 1 hour and then we will see. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Let's start
And then
and let's see in
let's.
upcoming days we will manage. Okay. It
Yeah.
should be
Okay.
convincing for you and me always, right? So we
All
will
right.
manage. We will see what is suited for us.
Okay. That's good. That's
Okay.
good. Yeah. I think
And
it's
any kind
very.
of doubt, any kind of question you have in between, any kind of, if you want that this topic is missing and you can add this topic as well in between as well, I'm okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just about the
Mm-hmm.
timing.
Mm-hmm.
That we should be covering the main things within the ITSM first. Then we will see if
Mm-hmm.
time left, then we can cover the other things as well. But I want
Okay.
you to be a good developer first. Simple.
Okay.
First, no, you should be a developer who will be able to work in any ITSM project, any kind of ITSM project.
Okay.
Not even
All right.
ITSM as well. If someone assign you the some other project as well, so you
Mm-hmm.
should be able to do that.
You
That
should
way,
be
I
able
want.
to
I
understand.
want you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's
I
why
want you.
you on the top you put it. Development CSM. I think you
Yes.
mentioned it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you should. Yeah. That's I understand. That's good. That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's clear. Thank you very much for your time. Thank
Yeah.
you.
No problem.
And I think it's quite clear. So we're gonna start for tomorrow, right?
Yeah, and just start your like what we say. Whatever I used to cover in this particular training, you have
Mm-hmm.
to go and just go with the Google and search the things and just try to see if you can find something and come with that, and we can discuss that as well. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
understand you. I
because
understand.
I
Yeah.
whatever I will tell you, I
Mhm.
will cover in this session. That will help you first, but after some time you will forget that. So
Yeah.
to have it permanent, you have to
No,
do some practice. Okay.
but I would do a lot of practice. That's my target.
Yeah,
That's
that's
my
great.
target. So
That's
yeah.
great.
So it's not our just I
And
need you as I need.
my target
Yeah.
is to make you a good developer and
I hope
complete your
so.
CIS certification for with
I hope
ITSM.
so.
Yeah, sure.
I hope so.
Okay. Yeah.
Sure. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Again, Ganesh, you want to add something?
Nothing from my end.
All right, then. Thank you. Thank you for your time. And then, yeah, see you tomorrow then.
Sure,
Yes.
sure, sure.
Bye.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Bye bye.